Hi, how's it going? Does somebody you love have dementia? Are you worried about them? If yes, this video is definitely something you're going to want to pay attention to. My name is Mike. I own a company that specializes in helping people with dementia protect their independence and their safety. I'm the owner of Interim Healthcare of Utah. We are a non-medical home care agency that specializes in helping our clients who suffer from dementia to continue to live independently and safely in their own home, which is where most prefer to stay. So rather than having the uncomfortable and difficult conversation of moving into an assisted living facility, you don't have to have that conversation with our company. Have you had that conversation about assisted living yet? If not, here's how it typically goes. It's going to be incredibly emotional. They're going to be very upset at the thought of having to move from the home where they're most comfortable and most familiar, moving from a home into maybe a 200 square foot apartment. They're going to have to consolidate all of their belongings down to a very small amount of things. You're going to have to pay a tremendously large move-in deposit. Your monthly rent's going to be high. And they're going to give up a lot of their independence. They're going to have to eat when meals are served and participate in activities that are available versus doing what they've always done in the comfort of their own home with their own routines. If your loved one is suffering from dementia, that adds another level of complication to assisted living. See, with dementia, the first thing typically to go is their short-term memory. So they can't make new memories. So by moving them from the home where they're most familiar and comfortable into a new environment, they basically won't ever be able to fully adjust to the new environment. Every morning they will wake up a stranger in a strange land. That creates tremendous anxiety and stress for them, and therefore a lot of additional stress and pressure for you. And if you know people that have ever moved a loved one into an assisted living facility, you'll realize that most people just never fully adjust. If you go into assisted livings at any time other than mealtime, they're virtually a ghost town. You don't see anybody out and about mingling. For the most part, people only come out when it's time to eat, and then they'll just stay by themselves in their rooms the rest of the time. If you don't want to have the super uncomfortable conversation and challenge of moving your loved one into assisted living, why not consider home care? Home care is absolutely the easiest thing to implement first. When they first need care, home care is by far the simplest and easiest thing for them to get them the help they need. Most people don't realize, but our home care license allows us to provide the exact same level of care that you'd find at assisted living. So there's nothing that they can do at assisted living that we can't do for your loved one at home. So if you're interested in avoiding that conversation and avoiding the hassle of the move, you should give us a call. What's the process like? It's very, very simple. We come out to the home, we meet you and your loved one for about an hour, do an assessment, gives us the opportunity to learn about their challenges, learn about the home environment, find out what they like and don't like. Then we schedule a caregiver, and on the scheduled date, the caregiver shows up to the home, and begins providing care following her assigned tasks. It's the simplest thing ever. If home care after a few weeks is a terrible option for them, they don't like it, it's not working, you just tell us not to come back. You don't have to undo anything. You don't have to cancel a lease. You don't have to move them anywhere. They're already still in their homes, and it's just as simple as we just don't come back. In addition to home care being the easiest thing to start first, it's also the most customized. Your loved ones will always have a caregiver assigned to them one-on-one. So whatever they need, that caregiver is there to provide it. Whereas in an assisted living facility, they generally operate on 8-hour shifts. So in a given day, 3 separate caregivers will be available to provide care. And then in a given week, it could be as many as 6 to 8 caregivers. And as I said before, assisted living is not customized. You are adapting yourself to the care provided by assisted living, whereas when we come into your home, we customize our services exactly around you. We cook you what you want to eat for meals. We take you where you want to go on your outings and errands. We can run you to your doctor's appointments. Everything is completely customized and completely one-on-one the entire time. So let's talk about what kind of services we can provide. So in the home environment, first effort is to eliminate anything that would put your loved one at risk. So we carry the laundry basket. We change the linens on their beds. If they have challenges standing, we cook meals for them. We do everything we can to help them protect their independence, but not put themselves at risk. So, as I said, it's the same level of care you'll find in assisted living. So, we can help them with basic housekeeping, meals, do dishes, cook meals, change linens, do their laundry. Um, we can also take them on outings. We can drive them to the grocery store. We can drive them to the doctor's appointment so you don't have to take time off work for that. We can simply just take them to the park on a beautiful day if that helps them feel better about the day. We can also help with more intimate things. We can help them with their bathing needs. We can help them get dressed. If they wear a brief, we can help change their brief so that they stay clean and healthy the entire time they're home. And probably the most significant but overlooked thing that we provide is one-on-one companionship with them. Isolation and loneliness is a very, very dangerous risk for most people. Most people get severely depressed when they're alone for long periods of time. Most people get very, very down and unmotivated to get up and live their life when they're alone. The simple fact that you have a caregiver coming over to the house to check on you, make sure you're okay, and motivate you to get up and go has a huge difference to our clients. The attitude of our clients a couple weeks after we've started providing care is amazing in contrast to who they were before we started providing care. Who are our caregivers? All of our caregivers are people that have experience as caregivers, mostly so that they know what they're getting into, because it's very challenging work, as I'm sure you know. After we've hired them, we do a criminal background check on all of them. We drug screen our caregivers, and we put them through extensive dementia training to make sure that they understand your loved one's needs and how to best serve them. One of the things I'm most proud of is that many of our clients have been able to live long and fulfilling lives right up to the very last day in their own home. I think as people get older, they lose control of many aspects of their life. You've probably taken over many things for your loved ones as well. Staying at home gives them that sense of control that we all crave. Being able to stay at home right up until their last breath is something that has brought tremendous peace to our clients, tremendous peace to their families, and a great sense of satisfaction for us. So my guess is you're watching this video because you're like most people who call us. You started out providing some basic help to your loved one, probably going over to their house on the weekends to make sure they've got groceries in the fridge. Maybe you take time off of work to drive them to a doctor's appointment. But something lately has changed. Their situation is getting worse and they're requiring more and more of your time, energy, and effort. And it's getting to the point where it's beyond your own ability to provide it. Rather than being their loved one, you're getting sucked into the role of being a caregiver. Being a caregiver is incredibly hard and stressful work, and you feel that that's how things are evolving and you can't continue on with that role. So what are you going to do? You could keep doing the same things that you're doing and hope for the best, hope they don't continue to get worse, hope you don't have to give up your own life with your family, your kids, your job, your friends, in order to become a full-time caregiver for your loved one. Or you can do nothing and just hope that things don't get worse. But is that something that's really going to make you feel safe and secure about their situation? So what if there was an answer? What if you could get them all the help they need, continue to be their loved one without being their caregiver, and be able to be away from them and feel safe and secure that they're going to be just fine? And if anything ever goes wrong, you'll be the first one to know about it. What if that's possible? What if they could continue to get all of that help while staying in their own home, where you know for sure they will be happiest and most at peace? So we've been doing this for 6 years. We've seen every situation that could possibly come up, and we're very good at what we do. So if you want this, if you're excited for the possibility of what I'm telling you, grab some time on our calendar. Just click the link below and schedule a time to talk. That's all we're asking for, is an opportunity to have a conversation with you so we can get more familiar with your situation, offer you some great advice on how you can make things better as is, and also talk to you about how our services can help. We have clients that we see from 20 hours a week all the way up to 24/7. We have some clients that have been on service for 3 years with us, 24 hours a day, every day of the week, including holidays. The family members can still stop by and visit. They can still bring over dinner. They can still have a great time with their loved one, but they don't have that extra responsibility of being the caregiver. We can check in with them and give them updates, let them know how things are going, and they can maintain their own life. So if that's something that sounds attractive to you, click the link and let's get on the call. Once you do click the link and you give us your email address, we are also going to send you out my 300-page senior resource guide, which is full of information that will help you identify areas that need improvement. It'll offer you guidance and suggestions on how you can better provide for your loved one. It has an extensive dementia packet in it as well. So I'll send that to you for free just for scheduling a phone call with us. So click the link below and let's get on that call right away. Okay, I've got to get out of here, but I appreciate your time. We look forward to doing everything we can to help you.